Welcome to a new update in which we are going to discuss the fact that Bitcoin was holding 40.3k and it's moving up, and alongside with that we can see that altcoins are also starting to wake up again. This weekend I'll be making an update on the altcoins and why I think that after a year of bear market it's not the worst option to actually start looking at them. And some of the altcoins have been making a run, have been making a heavy correction since, like Skill and Zilliqa, and start to wake up again. So that's what we're going to do during the weekend, but in this update we'll be discussing the TA of Bitcoin once again, as yesterday we have been concluding which level had to hold up to avoid a heavy correction. We held there and started to run even more, and next to that the dollar is actually starting to show weakness. Before we're going to continue, subscribe beneath. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And if you enjoy the content, thumbs up, like it beneath. It's free. It's helping me a lot to grow this channel. And then as you can see, we are back in the YouTube studio. The lighting is okay. The mic is working properly. The cameras are working too. So we can start making content again on this YouTube channel. And that's what I like to do. No hassle, no shit, no 2 hours building on this YouTube studio to make it work for one video and then still figuring out that the microphone is not working properly. So I'm quite happy to be back. I'm happy to be back, most likely with daily updates too. Not sure whether we're going to do the live streams again, as within a month from now I'll be moving away from the Netherlands for 1 month to stay at Valencia or Split or southern France to work remote with the entire team of 8 Global, as there's lots of stuff coming up and there's lots of stuff happening on social media too. Also, if you're looking for a job for to work in crypto, in the marketing, as an analyst, as an editor, as an office manager, PA, business development, that's what we're looking at to expand the company. We're going to get towards ourselves getting towards a new office when I'm back. So we're going to do that after the summer. Then we're expanding towards the new office, and then we're going to build new companies too, which most likely will include an investment fund / VC. So if you're looking for a job, check out the website that is in the description beneath, where you can also become a member. We have decreased the prices to $99 a month instead of $149, as we want to give everyone a chance to grow their own portfolio. I share all my trades there in my portfolio. We also create additional trade IDs. You can start getting educated too. We're going to live stream there. We write articles and we got a lovely community, $99 a month. Then finally, in this introduction, we also launched our own newsletter. Our newsletter will be 3 times a week with exclusive tips from me, with trade IDs occasionally, with TA and FA combined, macroeconomics, and even more, 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, with all the insights that you need. So if you have a lower budget, that is all the content that you need to grow your portfolio. It's only 15 euros a month. If you take it for 1 year, it's $150 a year. We've launched it. We have been doing it for months already, but now you can find it on the website and you can subscribe to the newsletter beneath in the link down here. So when we're looking at the price action of Bitcoin, we have been stating the fact that there was a bullish divergence. We've also been stating the fact that there was a DXY, which is creating a higher time frame bearish divergence, which still has to confirm, but it's getting closer towards that confirmation. And once it gets close towards the actual confirmation, it looks ready to, let's say it looks ready for a downwards drop. And when it is ready for the downwards drop, it looks ready for the markets to start turning up when it comes to crypto. So the moment that crypto starts to wake up, you first want to see Bitcoin doing some strength, which we have been seeing with that bounce up, with the bullish divergence and also the breaker in which we broke above 40.3, flipped it for support and started to continue at this stage. So we're continuing at this stage, and what is the next resistance that we're looking at? We had 2 scenarios and we're going to cover that again. We're also going to look at the fact that altcoins are finally waking up right now, so some of them are showing strength after Bitcoin. So let's finish off this introduction and get ourselves towards the charts. So in this case, we are looking at a price action where Bitcoin has been bouncing from this bullish divergence, right? So a bullish divergence is created through a fact that the RSI makes a higher low, while the price action makes a lower low, in which the price action of Bitcoin has been dropping into a crucial support zone, which was the daily time frame, right? It took the previous low and didn't start falling down even faster. So in the previous cases, we started to drop beneath the low and we started to fall even more before we bounced a little. In this case, we bounced, rejected, started to fall down even more, rejected, started to lose the low, cascaded south into the higher time frame support, which we've seen here, which we have been bouncing from. And through that, we have also been breaking through 40.3k, resulting ourselves into a test around 42k, which is the resistance zone here. So now if we are looking at the lower time frames for Bitcoin, this was the scenario that I've been making here. So let's assume that this scenario is currently playing out. The crucial fact here is that we are holding above 40.5k. This was the range high from the resistance. We are holding that level for support, and through that we are getting continuation, in which we have been rejecting at this previous low at 41.7 already. But overall the trend is upwards, and in that case I think that the two regions where you want to start TPing if you're day trading, want to potentially look for shorts, is the region around 42.2 and eventually the region around 43.1. Anywhere in these two, I'm going to look for lower time frame bearish divergence, but also expecting a case where the people that have been buying here are going to take their TP and have a short-term corrective period, just like we have been seeing here, before we can continue moving. So if you go back in time, we've also had this range construction here. We had a range between 39.7 and 37.2, broke out of it, flipped the range resistance for support, started making a run, rejected, retested here, and then we started moving even further. In this case, if we get this out, there is a chance that we still have another test towards 42k, then have ourselves a drop towards 40.7 to 41k again, before we start continuing moving upwards. And when we start taking out those highs, I think we can start accelerating quite fast towards the range high. And then we can also start concluding that we are still making higher lows, higher highs, and then we're projecting ourselves to get ourselves towards 56k if we are holding crucial levels. And what I mean by crucial levels, the crucial area for me to hold up to is still that zone around 40.5k. I think that if we lose the level and get ourselves towards 39.3, you're looking for a short-term bounce to probably short the bounce at 40.5k and expect ourselves to go lower beneath 37. So in this case, I think that short term we still have some momentum to go before we are having ourselves in a natural or healthy corrective move before we are continuing the upwards trend. So I think that right now we are actually trending up, and good part, and I've not been checking it before I was making the update, the DXY is making this downwards drop. So currently I think that the odds of continuation for the markets are increasing as we got this bearish divergence here. So at least 1 to 2 weeks, I'm assuming we are going to get continuation on the markets. Lost this level, we could be getting a short-term bounce, but overall the first real level for the DXY to bounce from is the zone that we have here around 99.7. That could be a support here. If that flips for support after rejecting 100.6, I'm assuming that we're going to have strength on the markets in itself. Ethereum also pretty much fine. Clear resistance zones here that we could be testing before we're going to get some sort of slight consolidation or correction. But overall, if we're looking at the markets, we're doing fine here and expect continuation to happen in the coming weeks because of the fact that the dollar is showing weakness. So that's the update for today. Make sure to subscribe beneath, check out the newsletter and the group in the description. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll be back tomorrow with a fresh new update. Don't do stupid shit, always enjoy life, and see you again soon. Ciao.